In this video, we're going to be ranking the best and the worst decisions from the 2021 Game Awards. Now, we're not going to be ranking every fucking decision because the video would be like 10 hours long, but we'll just rank the main ones. At number 10, we've got too many categories. At this year's Game Awards, there were about 30 different categories, and I'm pretty sure it was the same last year as well. That is way too many. There should be 10 categories max. Otherwise, the show drags on. Obviously, Game of the Year should be a category, right? But then you've got categories like Games for Impact, Best Ongoing Game, Best Community Support, and Innovation in Inaccessibility. Do these categories really need to be at the Game Awards? I don't think so. I think they're categories that they're not completely meaningless, but they don't hold nowhere near enough weight to be at the Game Awards. And obviously, if you reduced the amount of awards to 10, it makes it harder to win awards, but at the same time, it makes the event more prestigious, instead of every fucking game winning an award. At number 9, we've got the show was too long. The show should be 2 hours max. So really, there needs to be better planning for this event to make it more seamless. Because it seems like they've got too many performances and too many people talking about, not necessarily games, but just things in general that don't really need to be talked about or should be done in another time, at another event. So the show is way too long. And, if they really planned this event well, the show should be seamless. You go from one category to the next, and it should actually make sense. At number 8, we've got having a pre-show. This kind of, correlates to the show being too long because, if you add a pre-show, obviously it adds to the length of the show, but there's no real reason to have a pre-show. You should just have the show and that's it. So I don't think I really need to explain this. At number 7, we've got criteria for winning the awards. Now, this is a big one because no one is really sure how a game wins an award. Well, actually we do, but it's just not good enough. There is a jury, which I think there's like 100 different companies, and they decide basically who wins all the awards. And obviously, I think there is a fan poll, but I don't think that's ever really used. So, if they really want to make the Game Awards legit, they need to have some sort of structure in how games are actually chosen to be winners. So, for example, if you have, let's say you have a game, and it's a good game. It should be put into the role for winning the Game of the Year award. There should be a category for game mechanics, sound design, music. There should be all these categories that the game has to, actually perform in to be able to actually win the award. So, it's more fair, and you're actually breaking the game down and actually properly ranking it, if that makes any sense. And yeah, there should be crystal clear reasons and areas of how a game won an award, instead of just having that jury system where basically it's biased as fuck. At number 6, we've got Geoff Kaley as host. So, obviously, Geoff Kaley is the creator of the Game Awards, so naturally, he is the host. But I think this year, somebody else should have done it, because I think that it's getting kind of old that Geoff Kaley is the one that's hosting the event. Now, there are other people that do talk at times, but he is the face of the Game Awards. So somebody else needs to take the mantle of being host, and it just give the show a sort of, a fresh look, which I think it needs. At number 5, we've got the design of the trophy. Now, this is a massive one because obviously the Game Awards are once a year, so it's a big deal. But at the same time, the fucking trophy looks like an Emmy Award. It looks nothing like a Game Award, which is a huge issue because why the fuck is a Game Awards show and trophy so similar to the Emmy Awards? Like, that should not be the case. It should have its own brand. It should look completely different. And the actual award show should run completely differently. So, that's what I think. At number 4, we've got there not being a trophy for second and third place. This one isn't really a massive issue, but I do think that if you had a trophy for at least the Game of the Year award for second and third place, this would help acknowledge the games and the studios for the work and effort they put in to make their games. And in general, it would add a lot more weight to the awards because, you'd have second, first, and third place being acknowledged, and I just think it'd be a good move overall. At number 3, we've got Deathloop winning Best Game Direction and Art Direction. Now, I know I said that, there's too many categories for these games and they need to reduce it, but I think it was nice to see Deathloop win some awards because I have been a massive critic of the game and of Arcane Studios for the last couple of years. So, I've only been on YouTube for about a year, but, still, it was nice to see them win some awards because Arcane Studios has been struggling the last 5 years. So, this will help, give the studio some confidence, some morale going forward. And, just to really just a feel-good moment. And number 2, we've got It Takes Two wins Game of the Year. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't played the game, so I don't really have much to say about it, but it feels like the type of game that wouldn't normally win an award. So, once again, it was nice to see a game that wouldn't normally be, even in the running for winning an award, win Game of the Year. I think that's really cool. And I just think that's awesome. And at number 1, we've got Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, wins Indy, Game of the Year. This game looks awesome, and it's another game I haven't played, so I will try and play it at some point. No, I will play it. It's on my schedule. And really, it's hard to believe that a game like this is able to be made where, where a studio of people come together and make something like this. It's hard to believe, and it's just really awesome. And, it really just, it makes me happy that, this is actually possible, and it makes me optimistic about the future. And that's about it.